What's up, YouTube? It's Brian again. Welcome to another episode of How I Run My Reef. The topic for today is going to be flow in my reef tank. Now, in my 6-foot, 180-gallon tank, I have 4 MP40s. 2 of these are the quiet drives, 2 of these are the older EcoSmart ones. So, combined with all 4 power heads, I can get 18,000 gallons per hour of flow in my reef tank. Now, of course, I don't run my flow that high, but if I ever needed to, I have that ability. The one thing that limits the amount of flow that I have in my tank is my sand bed. I try to keep my flow high enough to where I have enough flow for all of my corals, but I don't create a sandstorm. That's the one thing that I try to avoid, is making a sandstorm with all my power heads. I think flow is very, very important in a reef tank. I think it's right next to keeping good water quality and good parameters. Now, I'm also one of those that believes that you can never have too much flow. That's another reason why I have 4 MP40s running in my tank. I also think that you should never decrease your flow at night. A lot of power heads will have these nighttime modes to reduce the amount of flow in your tank at night. I don't think this is right, because at night a lot of polyps will extend their feeding tentacles in order to capture food in the water column. They also use nighttime to get rid of waste. If you reduce the amount of flow you have at night, I think you're reducing the amount of food that the polyps can possibly catch and the amount of waste that they can get rid of outside of their coral bodies. Now, I run multiple modes on my MP40s to have the most random flow. I run constant mode, I run reef crest mode, I run pulse mode, I run expanding pulse mode, and I run nutrient transport mode. All of these modes run at different times throughout the day. And now let's take a look and see how I'm running these different modes to provide random flow in my tank. So here's how I run the different modes on my system. From 12 to 2:30, I run nutrient transport on my left QD drive at 100%. The right QD drive is running anti-sync, and the back power heads are running the Eco back at 25%. I do this for a full nutrient transport cycle, which lasts for about 2.5 hours. From 2:30 to 6 a.m., the QD right is on a constant 75% speed, while the QD left is on reef crest at 75%. This produces a lot of random flow, especially with the back drives running at about 25%, doing pulses at half a second. Now, this is similar to what WWC uses on their MP40s, and that's actually where I got this idea from. From 6 a.m. to 12 noon, my QD right is on reef crest at 85%, and my QD left is at constant at 85%. The 2 back drives, the ES drives, are running an expanding pulse. This pulse starts at 1/4 of a second and goes all the way up to a full second. This really creates a lot of random flow in the tank. Now, while my lights are on, or at least most of that time, from 12 noon to 9:30 p.m., I'm running a standing wave. Now, the wave is created by using short pulse at 100%, and I'm doing it at 0.4 of a second. The left is the master, the right is anti-sync, and the back MP40s are doing an anti-sync to the left-hand power head. From 9:30 to 12, I'm doing nutrient transport mode again. Once again, this is ran at 100% with the back MP40s running EcoSmart back. Now, that's how I do my flow. Once again, there's no right or no wrong. The main thing that I want to do is provide constant, varying, random flow to my corals, and this gets that job done. Well, like, subscribe, comment if you like. Thank you for checking the video out. Got any questions? Let me know. Happy reefing.